Hey there, YouTube. Charles T back again. Another PSA reveal. This time it's 129 cord bulk submission as part of the New Year special. What was it? $14.99 a card, something like that. So when you have those specials, you got to take advantage of them. Will say though, this will probably be the last time I do a big sub like this, over 100 cards, and you'll see why. You got to protect yourself from some of these graders. This grader seems to have his own scale. Some of the cards that I would think gets 8s, like the thicker cards, getting 10s. Other cards that got no white, pretty easy to grade, getting 8s. Nothing below an 8, thank goodness. But yeah, we'll get into it. So this one I thought might get a 9. It's a nice color match. Does have a tick of white on the back. It's hard to see, so I figured I'd take a chance. It might get a 10, but I figured worst case get a 9. Centering's pretty good on that one. Definitely within 60-40, but had one little tick of white, and again, I can't even see it when I look at it real close. But when I look at it under magnification, I think it's that corner right there. But figured I'd take a shot, get to 9, oh well. Donruss is just tough this year, guys. These blue backs, that's got the same white right there as this one. So one gets a 10, one gets an 8. Don't know what this grader's doing. These are always tough to grade. I figured, if I could get a 10, it'd probably be the only one out there. Just because it's all black, and even on the back it's all black. But a little bit of white, anything goes. Probably won't send acetate anymore. All the acetate, best case you're getting 9s on them, at least for me. It's nice prism black from Chronicles. Sorry about the glare, guys. Not sure what I can do about that. Just trying to use the natural lighting, but I'll do my best to kind of show you guys cards a little bit better. Sent in a lot of the Chronicles. A lot of it had white corners. Picked out all that stuff. Picked out the best cards out of there, but they're still finding stuff. Centering's pretty easy on this stuff, but Chronicles just got killed in 2 Brady acetates, magnitudes, 9s. I like these photogenics. I think they'll do well long term, but you got to get 10s on them. So pink. It's the 8. Again, like I said, I'm not seeing what they're seeing on these. I put them under, 20x magnification. If I saw any bit of white on them, I was taking them out. Reactive orange. These typically grade well. That's why I sent it in. Brady. Just got to watch the centering on these. They clean cards. The backs, they did a great job this year, particular year. Always, pretty like a 70%, 75% gem rate on those on the pop report. I wanted to get a 10 on this so bad. It's great color match. You get the yellow there. It's the gold laser. Don't have a lot of Brady stuff in his college uniform. So I'll probably end up keeping that anyways, but it's what it is. 22 mosaic. Joe Burrow gets the 10. This was a dollar box find. Figured it would do well. It's got Burrow and Lawrence on it. So going into next season, probably have to keep most of this football, all this orders football, if I didn't mention that. These prismatics do really well. You'll see in this order, pretty much everyone got a 10. So nice in the Burrow. This card just laying around, thought it looked good. Thought it looked clean. So Cousins, seen an uptick now that he got signed by Atlanta. We'll see how that team does. Edelman, I thought this was off-centered. I love the Patriots. Just wanted to get it slabbed up. This is a PC card. I believe it's pop 1. That was the other thing that was weird in this order. I got it back in hand, and none of the cards were in the pop report. Normally after the QA checks, probably about a day or two, once I get done with QA checks, you get them into the pop report. It was a full week, even after they got the QA checks, they were ready. They were just sitting in PSA for probably about 3 or 4 days after, they went through QHX said complete. They billed me. Then I get them in hand about a week after, and they still weren't on a pop report. So this was 0-0 on the pop reports. Justin Fields, this card probably going to 0, unless he gets a shot to play in Pittsburgh, which I don't see that happening. You know, they just signed Russell, so I mean, never know. I'll keep it, but it's a 9. Die cuts, I think I am maybe 10% on die cuts, sending them in. So again, look at all those. These aren't bad corners, you know, to tell. It's the ones that are, you know, many different corners. Usually you'll get the dings on those, the whites, but it is what it is. But yeah, a 2009 card that's been sitting. You know, first I found this in Dallas, 2019, 2020 maybe. It was in a binder, pulled it out of the binder, thought it looked okay, didn't think it looked great. I just wanted to get slabbed up. I was hoping for a 9 at best, gets 10. This is numbered as well. I don't know if you can see that too. 429. So nice fits. It'll be a Hall of Famer, blue refractor. Jahmyr Gibbs, probably shouldn't have sent this one in. You know, I thought it looked decent. Did have a little tick of white. Is numbered, but this one's on me. I probably shouldn't have sent this in. Nice green ice prism break, Gibbs. Harrison gets the 10. Good time to get that back for the draft. But then you get the 8 on this. And thinking centering top to bottom, but that's it. That wouldn't garner an 8, get it a 9, but I don't know what else I saw. And you'll see there's another similar card like that, gets an 8 as well in this order. So Mosaic and Hawkinson, figure I'd send that in, look good, just been lying around forever. So again, take advantage of the $14.99 deal. Getting some more here. Travis Hunter, unfortunately, gets the 9. I thought it looked great. Thought it looked should have got a 10, but it is what it is. And again, none of these are really worth cracking out, sending back in. So it is what it is. Nice Hutch, rookie pink. And this is what I'm talking about. 2015 National Treasures. These are almost impossible to get 10s in, but this grader seems to have his own scale. Not complaining. I love Bo. This card does not deserve a 10. So some edge wear. When I looked under the microscope, one of the corners wasn't super great. It wasn't bad, but I just wanted to get a slab because you know, I'm a Bo guy. So I don't know. I might just sell it because I think it's these 2 grades are BS. This, you know, National Treasure 2018 patch. It's not game worn, it's player worn. But when I looked at it under the microscope, it's got a chip, little chipping right there. It's white. You know, the centering top to bottom looks a little bit off. And these cards, you know, thick cards notoriously don't get 10. So I might just go and, you know, cash out on it, you know, because I just think it's a BS grade. Like I said, this grader just has his own scale. So 2 of these, I get a 9 and a 10. One's a National Pride and one's just the regular card. So different numbering because I screwed up. I think I called them both the 264 when one was 129 and one was 264. So this one got put at the end of the order. I think that's also what took this order so long. The other orders I sent at that exact time, they all got checked in at the same time, but I got those orders back about 2 weeks before I got this order back. This was sent in February 5th. I didn't get it back till March 25th. The other orders I got back in right around March 5th. So that's on me for screwing that up. So is what it is. So nice Kelsey red. Even a 9, I think this still, you know, gets my money back. You know, the color match, not a lot of Kelsey stuff out there besides rookies. Again, dollar fines, same place. Thought they looked good. And definitely should do well on these. Even if I get $20 on them, I make my money back, and I should get more than that. I don't think they're very high pop. I haven't checked it on those. And then we got the Prism. We got an 8, we got a 9, and we got a 10 on the Porta. Same card, same centering, same surface, no corner damage, nothing like that. But again, this guy seems to have his own scale. Then the silver, I was expecting this to get a 9, which is fine. The centering's off on this, so that's fine. I knew that would get a 9. These, I just sent them in, figured, hey, let's try to get a 10, and they did. These are notoriously tough, especially with those little blue corners right there. The backs are usually pretty easy, but those 2 corners here and there usually have the wear. Didn't see anything. That one, if anything, has a little bit of white, but it got the 10s. Prison Break, a silver, gets a 10. This, I opened up a lot of those Walmart tins. These packs are just littered in there. So I got the Brady, anything decent I pulled out. T-Law silver, so try to get a 10, gets a 9 there. I don't know what they see in these. These are all white. Corners are great, nothing on the surface. I don't know what they see, and you'll see this in a couple other of those cards in this order. Prismatics, like I said, seem to grade pretty well. So I have a bunch more in my next orders. Again, this was sitting, same binders, in Texas that I found these right around Dallas. Nice shop, just had, old binders laying in there and pick out the cards you wanted. They didn't really have prices on them, but they gave me a fair deal. I think I picked out like 100 cards. I didn't think it was like $75, and it was refractors and a lot of Brady stuff I didn't have, that I've graded over the years. And these I thought looked nice. Like I said, I didn't think they'd get 10s. And 9s are fine on these. So I got a gold, a blue, and an X-Fractor 2005. And then the 2009 Finest. Nice there. I didn't have high hopes for this. I was hoping a 9. This one does have a little bit of edge wear there. And a corner, I believe, on the back. Yeah, right there. So I was hoping for a 9. I thought it might get an 8, but these bronzes are from the mega boxes. You don't see a lot of these, so even an 8 I should still get my money back. Like I said, just a card that's been laying around. I'd rather get it slabbed up than sell it raw. These were Panini exclusives. You had to go on there and pay some money on these. I think these were $30 each, and they come encased, which is nice, and they all get 10s. I thought one of them they might give a 9 just because the centering's a little bit off. I think it's this one, but they all got the 9. They all got the 10. Sorry, push this over a little bit, and then another refractor, same deal as the other ones there, guys, in that shop in Dallas. Wish I could remember where that was, or get sent on a work trip back there to see if they still got those binders. Probably clean them out. But that one is not numbered. The Mannings were numbered. Let's see, pull this back. So the Manning 2005 is the 250. This is the blue, I believe, the 429. Yeah, and then the gold is the 75. Puka, the red press proof. This did have a tick of white right there. I was thinking a 9 on that, but nice card. It's Puka. He sells well, but gets the 8. Joko had a great season. Hopefully he continues next season. Not a lot of his stuff out there, so I figured I'd take a chance. This was lying around. Don't remember what I saw. I thought I would get the 9. Just a little bit of white there, but it's not major. They might have got it on the centering, top to bottom. So O'Connell, thought I'd give it a shot. It looked good. If he does start for the Raiders, that card will sell, but it doesn't look that way. He'll probably pick somebody up. Olave, orange gets a 10. Micah, again, another acetate card, gets a 9. Micah 9. But the Donruss gets the 10. This Lockdown Silver, I just thought it was such a cool card. He's getting Mahomes, looks like he made him fumble. So, got 2 great players on that, but it gets the 8. That's what it is. Big Penix energy here. Michael Penix, we'll see where he goes in the draft. A lot of quarterbacks. I don't know why people wouldn't go after this guy. It's just, just as a winner. Got him to the national championship and, fell a little bit short, but I think he'll go top 10 at least. So we'll see. And then same deal as the Miltons. Got 4 of these. I thought 3 out of 4 should get 10s. And I think this one, just the centering's off a little bit, but all look nice. Those should do well. I think these were 100 each. So see what we can get out of them. Hopefully 250, before draft. Pickett, sent these in well before, news of him getting traded to the Eagles, but these are pretty much going to be worthless. So we'll see what we can get out of them. It's just going to take an injury. These are more of those Chronicles, the white border. I get a 10, an 8, an 8, and then the bronze gets a 10. But again, I don't know what the heck they see on these. They're all white bordered. No scratches, there's no corner dings, anything like that. So what it is. Luminance gets the 8. I had like 3 of these. This is the best one. I thought maybe worst case a 9. One gets a 10, one gets a 9, but they gave this one the 8. This one had a little bit of white there. This one was perfect. I agree with that one. But that's it. So I don't know why this grader, he or she, sorry. But I don't know why they're going with the 8s and not going with the 9s. Could deal with 9s, I understand that, but there's no reason. Bad time to be getting this guy back. We'll see what happens. Got involved in that car crash, it looks like, or it was his car that got in the crash. He may not have been involved, but he just got a lawyer, so we'll see what comes out of there. Nobody, luckily, was killed. A few folks injured, but yeah, we'll see what's up with this guy. So, an 8 on the green, a 9 on the portrait. Anthony Richardson gets the 9. I think there's one little tick of white, or no, it might be the centering on this one. Yeah, it's the centering. They got it on that one. This, I wanted this to get a 10. There's nothing wrong with this card. Maybe a little bit on the centering, but it's not that bad. I think it's still 60-40. I'm going to crack this card and get it resubmit it on my next order. It's going out tomorrow. If it gets bumped to a 9, I think it's worth it, but I really think this card should be a 10. There's nothing wrong, front or back, with that card. Another refractor. Gets 10 of Rivers. I think it's like pop 2. Brian Robinson, Genesis. He had a good end of the season, so we'll see what he, if there's any hype around him and what he does this season. Go with the Barry. Nice immaculate 9. Again, that's kind of where the highest you would think these larger cards with PSA. Something that's on the inside, that's on the case, not the card. Open that up and wipe it off. But that is to 99. Shador gets the 10. I had to go through a lot of these. I had about 5 of these, and they all had like a little line right around there. But this one was clean, so I sent it in. Again, these 55 Bowmans, they don't do well for some reason. Not for me, at least. Or this grader gets an 8. Amon-Ra St. Brown gets an 8. Again, don't know what this guy or gal is seeing. Centering's pretty good. I would say it's almost 50-50 all the way around. All white borders. And just don't know what they're seeing there. Then the next one gets a 9. The Optic gets a 9. Stroud, Paper Prospects. These are pretty tough. These are sneaky tough. You wouldn't think it, but the white, it does show a little bit, on these. I have about 50 of these, and this was like the only one that was really worth sending in. I didn't see any white on there, but you'll typically see it there. You'll typically see it there and there. But this one didn't have any of that, so maybe centering, I don't know. Got some Stroud autos, and again, seems like they're just making up some grades here. A 10, a 9, and an 8. That's getting cracked. The 8. Try to bump it up to a 9. There's nothing wrong with any of these. Automania was a little bit tougher. They're grading them tough. So nice 10 there. Again, I think this one should be a 10 as well, and this one should be a 10. There's no chipping. There's no corner damage. There's nothing wrong with these guys. Show you the backs. These are numbered to 8, both of them. Not that it means anything with wild card, because they have 1,000,001 of ones. Stroud Score gets a 9. The Throwback gets a 10. Caleb William, a 9. That was what I try to do in my orders is I put them in alphabetical order, and then at the end of the order, just I don't feel like I'll input the order into PSA system, and then as I find more, I'll stick more in there. So again, these McCaffreys just sitting there. Didn't want to sell them raw. Sold a bunch of the base Don Russ. I was getting like $12-15 a pop on those. Didn't want to sell the optics raw, so I figured I'd take a chance, see what they get. So 2 9s and 8. I knew they wouldn't 10. They did have a little bit of whiting right there on that one. The 8, I think these are deserving. Right there, and a little bit of chipping up there gets the 8. And this one had a little white as well, but I was fine with 9s on these. Just a tick of white. I thought maybe one would get bumped up to a 10, but didn't happen. Nice Richardson Vortex. All right, we'll go a little bit faster through here. Bijan Premier Jerseys Pink. Photogenic Pink gets a 9. Fireworks Green Ice gets a 10 on Mahomes. Olave Red Laser. I thought it went well with the Ohio State jersey, so I wanted to see what I could get there, but gets the 8. Again, nothing wrong with that card. A chain gets a 10. The laser. Nice green. Allen gets a 10. Burrow Red, White, Blue gets a 9. Jamar Chase. These were from those packs, those tins as well. They have older prism in there, so I was able to pull the pink Jamar, gets a 10. That's a nice one. Zay Flowers Laser gets a 9. Crystal Auto, again, this is from the tin as well. This is the throw-in card. So I figured, it's a free card, might as well send it in. That's my thought process there, guys. Gibbs gets a 10. Red, White, and Blue gets a 10 on the Gibbs. Kelsey Prismatic gets a 10. Trevor Lawrence Silver, a 10. J Love Green Emergent gets a 10. McCaffrey Prismatic gets a 10. Puka, I figured this would get a 9. A lot of these silvers are just off-centered, top to bottom. So, I can't blame them there. Hype Brock Purdy gets an 8. Again, don't know why they're going with 8s on these. There's no marks on the cards. Nothing wrong there. So, just got to bite the bullet, I guess. Aaron Rodgers Green, nice color match. Gets a 9. Got a couple of these Jackson Smith Majigbas, 10 and a 10. Red, White, and Blue. Stroud Fireworks gets a 10. Stroud Prismatic Green gets a 10. Prism Break Bryce Young gets a 10. Tank Dell Disco gets a 10. Sean Gary had this line around. Thought it looked pretty clean. Gets an 8 though. So that's what it is. Nothing on the white. Centering looks good. Yeah, I don't know what they saw there, guys. McCaffrey reactive orange gets a 10. McCaffrey sells really well. Nice color match here on Jalen Carter green. Almost done, guys. Aiden Hutchinson neon green pulsar gets a 10. Dalton Kincaid gets a 9 on the green pulsar. 9 on the emergent green Purdy. A 10 on the Rice neon green. A 9 on the Bijan. This I knew wouldn't do great, but I'm glad it gets the 8. I thought it might be a 7. Brady Golden Days, and this is numbered to 25. So again, this has just been hanging out. This is a PC card. Like I said, I don't have a lot of stuff in his Michigan uniform. It's got both on there too. Lot of whites right there. Some chipping right up there. Another white corner up there. So I was hoping this wouldn't get a 7. It got the 8. That's what I wanted. So nice card there. But overall, guys, this was a rough order. 65 out of 129. That's 50.4, I believe. I think I got 21 8s out of this order. That's the most 8s I think I've ever seen out of any order. I would prefer they bump those up to 9s at least. But yeah, that's probably the big reason why I won't do another 100 card order. Probably stick to around 50, kind of protect myself. And that's what we'll do, guys. All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate all the support there. A lot of comments. I try to get to them all. If anybody wants any of these cards, hit me up on Instagram, Vegas Honcho, YouTube. Obviously, you can comment, or eBay, HDA Vegas, or Macari. I do sell there as well. And 0 fees on Macari for the sellers. So let me know, guys. Take care. Bye.